Hey, everybody, welcome back to Manor Road Studio. My name is Dale, and this is the Alive Podcast, or some people call it A Dose of Dale. Now, we moved a lot in the last few weeks. Manor Road Studio was literally on Manor Road. Then we moved to another place on East Main Street. Now we're at a place we call Stonewater. Nevertheless, it's still Manor Road Studio. I think I've told you this many a times, but it's really worth repeating every podcast. This is totally unedited. It's as raw as you can get, and what I say, I can't take back. So if you like stuff like that, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and there's really no topic that I won't tackle for you. I don't claim to be an expert in anything. Matter of fact, I profoundly state that I know very little, and I challenge anybody who thinks they know a lot. One thing I've learned, especially in the last two and a half years of my cancer coming back, is how little I really do know. And that's a wonderful place to be. And I tell you that because when you don't know a lot, it makes you seek. It makes you read. It makes you study. But once you claim that you know something without a shadow of a doubt, you lose that ability to search. You lose that kid-like instinct to climb to see what's over that mountain. Today's Dose of Dale, you've heard the old cliche, take the risk or lose the chance. It's old, everybody's heard it, and most people relate that to a financial decision, a job possibly. Maybe in my case, it might be a drug regimen that I have to make a decision on. And literally, most things we do in life, there's risk involved. You've heard the old saying, risk versus reward. Some people really do like to have a straight and narrow path to where they know exactly what's going to happen today, the next day, so forth and so on. Then there's people like me that shoot from the hip. I don't really plan my future too well. I don't look backwards. I only look forward, but I live in the moment. So when something presents itself to me, I quickly discern, hey, is that something I want to take a risk on? And to bring that down to ground level versus 30,000 feet, it might be something like you're at a four-way stop. And you're trying to determine who goes next. And you're like, do I go? Do I let this person go? Or better yet, the yellow light. You're coming up on a stop or signal light, whatever, traffic light, and it turns yellow. But it turns yellow quick enough that if you had to slam on your brakes, you could stop or you could accelerate and go through. Take the risk or safely sit and wait. It's a decision you have to make. Pretty much in everything I do now, I love to take risk, and I tell you why. Without risk, there really is very little reward. Now, I want to take this just one step further, and this is the Dose of Dale for today. Take the risk as it relates to you and your life. If you don't feel like you're being valued, but you know without a shadow of a doubt you're giving value, then you might be doing the wrong thing. Or how about if you're in a religion simply because you were brought up in it, because you have friends and family that are in a particular religion, but for whatever reason you think, it just doesn't fit me, but it's not worth rocking the boat to do something else. So you see, you're weighing the risk versus reward. And you might go, well, what the heck is the reward in leaving a religion where all my friends and family go? There may not be any. But for people like me, that I always say that a strong, bold statement should require strong, bold evidence. And I'm always seeking that evidence in every fact of life. You know, I've had people say, oh, but don't you live by faith? No, no. Because faith, all it means is something you believe that you can't prove. There's a lot of things I can't prove, but there's a lot of things I can keep trying to prove. And as long as I'm doing that, I feel like I'm growing myself. I'm taking a risk on me. I am banking on the reward of learning, learning, learning. Here's a quote that I've given many times over the last 13 years, but especially today, it's apropos to this discussion. There will come a day when the learners shall inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped for a world that no longer exists. Now, if you didn't catch what I said, the learners shall inherit the earth. That's people that are always hungry for new information. They understand the fact that they don't know much. So they keep learning and keep learning and keep learning. Whereas the learned find themselves beautifully equipped for a world that no longer exists. You know that person that's always stating matter of fact that what they say is right. You know, I wouldn't challenge you to go out and argue with somebody. I wouldn't. But I would challenge you to take that with a grain of salt and do your own investigation, no matter what it is. Because there is a shitload of conspiracy theories going around, especially now that we have social media. I mean, they've been around forever. My truth, and I don't know much, but I would dare say there's very little merit in any conspiracy theory, simply because I know what it's like trying to get 4 or 5 people to agree on anything and keep a secret. I think it'd be tough to do that in mass. But that's just my opinion. But before you go out and conspire to promote a conspiracy theory, do your own research on both sides of the coin, the pros and the cons. Might be good information for you. So anyway, if you hadn't subscribed to my channel, I really encourage you to do it. Now that I'm settled at Stonewater, I feel like I can do more, a live podcast or Dose of Dale, whatever you want to call it. I love it. This is the way that I grow and learn also, because I'm always thankful when somebody sends me a topic to discuss. So if you have anything that you want me to talk about, I'll show you how little I know, but we'll put some entertainment value to it. So until tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and by all means, share me with your friends. I mean, why not?